Alright, let's get started. I'm excited here today. I got a little something new that I ordered. Ordered to replace this. You know, it's a pretty quality product, but there were some things that I didn't like about it. There's too much going on with it. Yeah, I just overall wasn't pleased with this. I've been eyeing this thing for a while, and during the recent sales, figured I'd give this a shot. You can't tell, it's the Sniper Marine mount, and I hope this thing's as good as what it appears to be. So let's get this thing unboxed, and let's have a look, see what we got. I am definitely excited about this product. Look at that. This thing is boxed to be nice and steady. These things aren't cheap, I'll say that, so let's hope that it's good. I did get their mount. So this is for the transducer itself. Wow, this thing is machined aluminum. It's beautiful. Wow. So this is designed to switch from perspective mode back to forward and down mode nice and easy. So that's cool. That's solid. What else we got? Sniper Marine sticker and some sort of sleeve, it looks like. We'll figure that out, and some kind of O-ring. Set that aside. Alright, this is their mount that I was talking about, and I hope like hell I got everything I need, and I'm pretty sure I do. So that's going to clamp onto my H-rail right there. This is going to stick off to the side, and the pole will go down through that. Yeah, this slides out, so when it's wrapped around that pole, if you're going to travel, you lift your pole out, you turn it sideways, and this drops right down in. Now it's sideways along your kayak, so you can blaze right with your trolling motor. That's solid, really solid. I'm not seeing anything there that's going to strip out. Yeah, hopefully this is as good as what it's looking to be. I got a red handle. My kayak's red, so I had to go with the red handle, right? It's not just about how well it works, it's got to look good too, right? And here's the juice right here. That's it. It's actually not too heavy. Here we go. That's going to fit in there just like that. That's going to drop down through that once I open that up. Yeah, cool. I'm excited for this. This is going to be good. Sniper Marine. Sitting on the side of my boat. It's going to look good. Anyway, I'll get this thing mounted on the kayak. We'll see how it looks. We'll go through the mounting procedure just to show you that, I think. Alright, I figured we'll just get started and put the handle on over here first. Looks like we're going to need a 9/32 Allen. Yeah, this is going to drop in here. Just got to loosen that Allen set screw. These should go all the way down, right? Yeah, just drop it all the way in, nice and easy. Tighten that set screw. Not too tight, I would say. And there we go. Look at that. Boy, that is cool. yeah, I gotta say that is super smooth. Super smooth. Wow. All right, now let's get it put on the kayak. Cool. Well, I thought it'd be cool to take the side plate off of this thing and have a look and see exactly how this works. And one thing that I noticed whenever I was taking this side plate off, it's held on by these Allen screws. One of them was loose, quite loose actually, loose enough to where it probably would have fell out at some point if I hadn't have seen that was loose. So I would suggest definitely making sure all these other Allen nuts and everything that are on here are tight. But inside of that, check that out. That is super cool. I mean, it is really, really smooth. The build quality on this thing, it's pretty damn nice. Yeah, these guys are doing it right. That's beautiful. Very cool. Anyway, I thought that'd be fun to look at, right? Cool. We'll get it put back together and put a couple more things on this shaft before we get it on the boat. All right, let's get some of this other stuff on here. I did go through and check all the Allen screws, and I did find one more that was loose, and that was another one on the other side faceplate. So yeah, I would definitely check those. It wasn't, it's not a big deal, but always good to be safe. So we're gonna put this on first. This is the holster mount, I'm gonna call it, and it is Sniper Marine's mount. It's an 1/8 inch Allen wrench here. Open those bolts up. It's going to slide over both shafts. And I'm not sure how far up on the shaft it's going to go, so we're just going to put it on and gently tighten that down. The one thing I'll say is that there's no instructions on how to put all this together. I thought maybe there'd be like a QR code or something to scan and get instructions, but there are none. And there's some little pieces here that I'm not sure what they are. So we'll figure it out though. Anyway, so we got that piece on. Next, let's put on the actual transducer mount, and that's going to take a bigger Allen. I'm not sure what size this is. I think it's actually it's a 5mm, and that fits just right. So maybe they've got a mixture of metric and SAE or something. I don't know, but this one's a 5mm, so not a big deal. This has some rubber areas inside to make that stick better, so it's not metal on metal. It's got like a foam cushion thing. And that is going to slide on that. I'm just putting it on here for now. We're going to do the adjustments of where it really needs to go later. We're just going to get it on the pole for right now, and I'm just going to put it right at the bottom. So I got this, ordered this knob, and I think that knob is going to go here and replace this particular Allen screw. No, I'm wrong. That is not what that is for. We'll figure out what it was for later. But I think I have this on upside down. I think that should be down. Yep. Yep, that's it. So we'll make mistakes together here. So Sniper Marine, please get us some instructions. Shouldn't be too difficult. All right. So I'm guessing that's down for forward and down mode, and then you turn it sideways like this for perspective mode. Not 100% sure, but we're going to figure it out here shortly. Anyway, alright, we're going to work on getting this holster mount ready next, so just slide that piece off. We've got to spread these out here, so we need to pull off these Allen screws here. There's 4 of them. Alright, so we got those 4 screws out. Remove this, and then there's 4 more Allen wrenches there. Or Allen screws. A lot of different size Allen screws. So I did notice they've got one rubber piece to go inside that's going to wrap around the H-rail. I think they meant to have 2 in there, quite honestly. I don't know why you would only have a rubber piece on one side of that H-rail. So I noticed that ahead of time, and I had an old inner tube that I cut up, and I'm using I'm going to have 2 on there. This one that they gave me, it does have a sticky back. I did notice, I mean, it was kind of cut, kind of crappy, you know, it's got a big slit in it and stuff. That's kind of poor. I would expect, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I would expect for the amount of money you're paying for this, that'd be a nice clean piece of cut rubber. But it's not a big deal. I'm just being nitpicky, considering what we paid for this. So, open that up like so. This piece, glue down in there. Yeah, so they have this machined just like the H-rail, which is nice. Push it down in there so it forms to those whatchamacallit. So then we'll just, this piece here, it's just not going to be stuck on there. We can just put that over the H-rail. Anyway, we'll do that over at the H-rail. One thing I learned in the meantime was this piece here. We've got it mounted on here. I learned from another video that these brass pieces, you want them pointed up. That video said that this is tapered. I don't know whether or not that's true, but I went ahead and switched it because I had it the other way. So these are up, and the reason these are brass, by the way, is these are meant to break, these brass screws. If you hit the pole runs aground and pushes back, these are meant to shear off, and your pole will just kick back. So hopefully that design works as advertised, and that way you just have to replace a screw and not a whole shaft or whatever. So anyway, we'll get ready for the next step and we'll go from there. Alright, we're going to mount this onto the kayak now. We're going to put it here. I mount my graphs on the other side, and I run my Livescope from this side. I'll say I like that it's black, anodized black. I just feel like that looks better than the brushed aluminum color of the other mount that I had on here previously. Anyway, I'll over tighten that. That's pretty damn good and tight. Alright, that's tight. And this piece is going to go on here. And you want this groove facing this way. Now for these little ones, I'm going to use some Loctite. This is the medium Loctite, it's not the permanent. probably should have put it on those other screws too, but I'm past that point now, so we won't. But I'm gonna, well, I was gonna, but apparently I'm empty. So I'm not gonna put Loctite on, not now anyway. I'm gonna come back later and do that though. I just think that's a good idea. You know, if you're gonna leave this on while you're, you know, hauling your kayak around places, and there's a whole lot of vibration, and I did lose a piece off of my other mount due to that, and that might have been my fault for not checking the tightness of them after, you know, specific trips, but I'm already liking the way this looks. I'm going to say that. Alright, and this is the holster piece. It slides in there like so. That kind of, you know, just locks this in there. This is temporary. And here's our Sniper Marine mount. So when you're running down the lake, that's how you have it, right? Have it just like this. Pull it up, put it down like that, and now you're fishing. Yeah, that's sweet. That is sweet. We'll see if I like that position. Might end up moving this a little bit forward. I'll have to sit in the seat and you don't need to. Well, you can't turn that like that, I get. I could have that in that position. We'll see. We need to be sitting in the seat and figure out how we want this. Yeah, that's slick. And just so you, I don't know if you saw that, there is this nut here. You can tighten that nut so this thing is not wiggling all around. Right, it's nice and tight. Nice. Very. Yeah, that's really nice. Alright, so far so good. What's next? Next thing we're going to do is run the transducer cable into this. You want to take this front plate off. I've already taken 3 of the screws out, and we'll just loosen this one. It can swivel down. And hopefully you can see inside here, this shaft is actually machined out on one side. And you want to put that so that machined out side is flat this way. That way whenever you come up through with the cord, it'll pass right through there nice and easy. So, and then in the bottom of the shaft down here, there's the, well, isn't that something? Alright, so I just discovered that this, the outside of the connector here, is too big to go through this. And I thought it was designed to for this to go through. But if you remember earlier in the video, there was this bag here. They had a couple of things in here, one an O-ring and this connector thing. So it looks like what I need to do is remove this one so I can slide it up through there and then replace it with the one that they gave us here. So we're going to give that a shot. I'll see if I can figure out how to get this off of there and go from there. So here we go. Well, I'm not quite sure how to do this, so I'm just going to wing it. I got a pair of dikes here and I'm a little scared of this, but here we go. I'm just going to cut this sucker off. Hopefully we're not screwing up here. I don't think we are. I think think we're, yeah, there we go. That should get it now. Again, I do wish there were some instructions, but. Alright, that's off. There's the O-ring. There's the new O-ring. I'm going to put that on. I think I do. Well, I don't want to snap it together yet, do I? I got to stick it up through there. Yeah, we damn near screwed that up. Alright, here we go. So this now is going to fit in there nice and easy. We thread it up through. Turn that so that shaft and the milled part is straight up and down. And then, there we go. Pull it out like that and pull it through like that. So all we need is a little bit. Yeah. Just pull that on up through. Alright, we'll stop there. Got our transducer down here, and we'll just stop short. We can always pull more through. And then we'll go ahead and put this this cover back on. And before we do that, let's go ahead and put that connector together. So here's the two pieces. Slides on, just goes over the back. Squeeze it together till it snaps. There we go. I'm going to make sure real quick that it fits on the the black box, so we'll take a look at that. Alright, now we're going to attach this transducer bracket. This is new from Sniper Marine, I believe. It's the ModeShift Pro transducer bracket, and what it does is it allows for a quick transition to perspective or scout mode if you're running the Lowrance. I run a Garmin, so it's called perspective. So yeah, the cool thing about this is if you, I don't know if you can hear this. Let's see if I can make it click. Can you hear those clicks? All those are different angles that this transducer can be mounted at. So you can get that perfect angle for what you need for which column of water that you're scanning. So especially if you're running in that perspective mode, you can adjust that to different columns of water that you're scanning. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And also, like if you're in forward mode and you need to change the angle slightly, you can do that. Now you have to loosen up this Allen screw here in order to do that once you have it set in place, but that's not a big deal. So this is just going to slide right on the mount, and you can take it all the way apart, so you don't have, and mount it separately, but we're just going to put it on like that. You're going to tighten these 4 down, and I'm not going to tighten them all the way down because I want to be sure whenever I have it mounted on the boat over here that I've actually got it in the right position. But I just want to show you guys how this goes on. It goes on pretty quick and easy. And we've got our transducer sitting here, and we're going to mount that on there real quick. So then we're going to take our transducer. Remember, we've already got it threaded through here. This particular ModeShift Pro mount, it already has the I don't know what you're going to call that, but it's got little grooves in it for the adjustments, right? Sit right there. Screw just like it was on the original mount. there you go. That's how you adjust that, right? And now that's mounted on there the way that it should be. You want to leave some slack, obviously, so you can, well, actually for this one, we really don't need much slack. So we can pull some of that wire through, like so. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Look how that rotates. Boy, that's nice. I wanted to show, I didn't show that in the perspective mode, so I wanted to show that as well. So this is how it hangs in the normal mode, right? And remember I said you can do the adjustment there, but the way you go to perspective mode is you loosen that up, you know, obviously with an Allen wrench, and you rotate like that direction, you tighten that back up with your Allen wrench, and then your transducer is like that, right? And you're gonna scan like that in perspective mode. Alright, well this install's complete. I'm pretty stoked about this. This thing looks super clean. I mean really clean. Pops up out of there like that. The way I had it just a second ago was the running mode. There we go, goes in here. Turn the handle like that. It's hitting my trailer right down here right now. That's why it's making so much noise, but you know, obviously in the water it's not going to do that. There's a little wobble in this, but that's that set screw. I put it on the back. I think I'd rather it be back there, and now it's nice and solid. The other thing that this has that I didn't talk about earlier is, you know, whenever you're moving, if you're running this, your Livescope, sometimes because of the width of your transducer, it'll catch the water and kind of spin and turn away. And whenever you're, you know, just kind of scouting for stuff, sometimes it's nice to be able to lock your transducer in one position and just drive the boat around like this, right? Just drive the boat and search that way. So underneath, pop this out, underneath there's a little set screw. And you can tighten that set screw, and that tightens the tension on the knob, so this is not going to turn as easy, right? So that way you can just start driving the boat and steer it around like that and do your searching versus your hand on the handle all the time. So that's kind of a cool feature. Yeah, this is super cool. You know, it's got a couple of extra pieces. It's got a spare set screw, and then a couple of spare set Allen wrenches that go in different places, which is nice to have. And obviously they gave me that one sticker. I did see on some other YouTube videos that seems like some guys got Sniper Marine fishing gloves and everything that were just kind of thrown in. I didn't get anything like that, no big deal. I did get the sticker. I wish I'd have got a couple more stickers, because I've got a new trailer coming soon that I'm pretty excited about, and I need some stuff to stick on my trailer, and that's certainly going to go on there, so that'll be cool. But anyway, that's a wrap. I can't wait to get this on the water and test it out, and I'll do another review down the road whenever I get some use out of this and see, you know, how the practicality of it all works. But I'm going to tell you, my first look at this thing, yeah, I'm pretty jacked about this. It's I think this is going to work really well. I think it's going to work better than my previous mount. It's just it's simpler, I think. And the way that this turns like that, that's awesome. You're not having to swing this arm. This arrow is super visible in regards to which direction your transducer is going to turn. And that thing is locked. I mean, it's locked with this arrow. It's not going to move. It did on that one. Sometimes it would get out of sync and things like that. This is not going to get out of sync. Not that I can see. If it does, I'll put that on the next review, but I don't think it's gonna. So I'm super stoked. Sniper Marine. Looks like you got a pretty solid product here. All right. Well, hopefully you guys got something out of that. Hopefully it helps you install yours if you get one. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Cool.